Hello again. Well, not too bad today. Not as sunny as it was yesterday, quite. Not as warm, but it's nice. So we can head off. Start off at Mules Park, I think, just for a quick wander. Haven't been down by the water side of things there for a while, so let's do that to begin with. Helicopter! There it goes. Yay! They've just cut the lawns in the Clifton. See by the shapes, all the lines on it where the mower's been round. So anyway, let's take a moment to discuss the mystery package that arrived for me yesterday. Very surprised by that, but it's lovely. So for those of you who didn't watch yesterday's video, while I was out and about walking and filming, I got a message from my barber who said, someone sent a package for you to my shop. I thought, eh? So I thought I'd better come along and pick it up. So I did, and it turned out that it was a gift, a beautiful gift from one of my subscribers, Bob. Now I've put a link to Bob's channel in the description so you can check it out. But basically, Bob and Anne, his wife, live on a very remote island called Soay. According to Google, it's the westernmost point of the UK is on the island of Soay. Now Soay itself is just off of Scotland, and it's part of the Inner Hebrides. Not the Outer Hebrides that I've heard a lot of, but the Inner Hebrides apparently. And while the island is extremely remote, only Bob and his wife live on there, on their own. Just two people, whole island to themselves, apart from the sheep of course. Now to give an idea of exactly how remote this is, the return address on the envelope, rather than being a street address and a house address and all this, that and the other, and a county and so, it was simply a postcode, the word Soay, and that's it. So in other words, send to that postcode on Soay, it arrives with Bob and Anne, because there's basically nobody else there to receive it. Now Anne, aside from being an artist, is also an author who wrote a wonderful book called Soay, Island on the Edge, all about her life on Soay, how she came to be there from a job as an advertising agent in London, and the troubles and trials and tribulations she's faced along the way, how the island has dwindled from a small population to basically just her and her husband. And yes, very good book, Island on the Edge. I thoroughly recommend it. So I'm going to cut back now, show you the book and show you what the gift was. Filmed this little bit yesterday. Here you go. This is the book that Anne wrote, Island on the Edge, Life on Soay, about living so remotely and the struggles. And very interesting, very good indeed. Thoroughly recommend it. And on top of the book is my gift from Bob, which is a beautiful hand-turned pen made by Bob himself on the island. Beautiful. He made that on a lathe that was powered by a water turbine and solar power. So thank you very much, Bob. I shall treasure that. Appreciated. Cheers. There we are. That's a truly beautiful pen. And I thank Bob for that, to think that it's come all the way from his island, made by his own two hands. And lovely handwritten note in with it. And some artwork. Lovely. Thank you very much, Bob and Anne, for your gift. Oh, Anne was my 100th subscriber on this channel, by the way. So say link to Bob's channel in the description, and also a link to the book if you're interested in buying it. If you click on it, Bob will receive a small affiliate commission, I believe. I'm certainly not getting anything from it. Also, for anyone sort of keeping count, I'd also like to mention that Southwest Water still hasn't been to fix the leak, and I'm still waiting to hear back from my dentist. Amazing, isn't it? Beacon House, the Rowdens. I always say used to be a school. Well, it did. It used to be abandoned when I was younger, but before that it was a school. Here's a little dog dip. Quite genteel today. Normally there's a little more water than that coming through. But here's where you dip your dog. Just going to take a peep into the orchard. See how that's progressing. Oh, and you see from now we've got a bit of foliage or blossom on the trees. Lots of dogs eager to get dipped. Yes, there we are. Yay, plane! That building behind looking strangely familiar to me today. Then I realised I was looking at a flat, well not to buy, but just saw it on Facebook. Flat available to buy on the first floor. All those dogs want to get dipped. This is the view of the orchard from the bench. This is on the bench I'm sat on. That's the other bench. Certainly nice up here in the sunshine today. Very little wind, that makes all the difference in the world. Nice breeze, cool the face, but not such a wind that I'm having to shout over it or getting blown backwards or not able to film. It's beautiful. Lovely hedgerow bush of flowers or whatever they are. Lovely. Going to carry on back down the middle path today. And we're almost back where we started. Almost. Who wouldn't stop for a quick shot of that, eh? Beautiful. Back to the iconic view of the Ness, Teignmouth Pier and Skew Bridge. However, Skew Bridge, which I'm standing on now, is called Skew Bridge because it sort of comes at a skew angle across the railway tracks. Obviously it hasn't always been here. No. Many years ago it wasn't. Many years ago the station was just down there. Helicopter alert. Looks like he's turning around heading out to sea. So anyway, I'll continue. Now I don't have to shout over the helicopter. The original train station for Teignmouth didn't used to be up there. That was built in around the mid 18 something. The original station used to be down there. Oh, it's a train. Train! Where that train is now is where the original station is, or was. And I do have a picture of that which I will be showing in due course. So speaking of days gone by, here's a shot from roughly this position, give or take tuppence. And it would have been taken pre 1865, because in 1865 is when the pier was built. And there's no pier in this picture. And you'll also notice St Michael's Church, top right of the picture now, it's got the old tower on it, so that gives us a date. Anyway, here's the picture. Crazy to think how much it has and hasn't changed. That building down there, the yellowish one, the tan one, the sand coloured one, is virtually unchanged completely. Like I say, that was pre 1865. As I'm sure you know, I always feel it's rude not to observe from the observation deck. So I shall observe. Train. Whee! Aww. Quick lap round Sprey Point, I think. Why not? That toot was for that man with his granddaughter there who stood on the wall waving. Lovely, nice happy train. No walking around the other side of Sprey Point today on the beach. happy train at Sprey Point. Yay! Right, now I wasn't really planning on doing this today, but I've mentioned it, so I might as well keep everything together. Otherwise it's always, oh, I'll do this later, I'll do this later, and it doesn't happen, or you miss it. So basically you can see Skew Bridge up there that goes at a skew whiff angle across the tracks. Well, back in the day, back when we had atmospheric railways and the broad gauge, back before Teignmouth station was built, that bridge wasn't there. In fact, that entire cutting wasn't there. It was basically a tunnel. And just here at the end of this wall was where the station was. There we are, that's pretty much where the train would have stopped. Anyway, it sounds all nonsensical and unbelievable, like I've just had some fever dream last night and decided to impart my imagination on you, but it's not. Now I can't show you a photo because this is before photos pretty much, but I can show you a pretty good drawing of how it used to look here, when that is where everyone used to get off the train and walk into Teignmouth along the Seawall way. Here we go. Pretty crazy, eh? Pretty mad. Anyway, that's where the old station used to be. Ta-da! Well, it's indeed pretty mad to think it, isn't it? And another thing that's pretty mad to think is that I'm probably going to go up home now. Had a nice little wander. Bits and bobs to do. Try and get out again this afternoon. Maybe. Lovely weather. And one final view of where the old station was before all this was hollowed out and Skew Bridge was built. And there's the current station a little bit further along the tracks. And with that, love you and leave you. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed seeing the old station. And thank you very much to Bob for the pen. Check out Bob's channel, check out Bob's book. Or Anne's book, I should say. She wrote it. And thank you very much. Bye.